You can only claim to know stoichiometry if you are capable of converting all the units above into moles of HCl. If you cannot do that, stay with me until the end of this video and I'll teach you.
Let's go.
All right, everybody, let's read the question and become kings and queens of stoichiometry, shall we? Which sample contains the fewest moles, so the lowest amount of moles of HCl? It provided us with Avogadro's number and the molar volume of an ideal gas at standard temperature and pressure conditions. 10 centimeters cube of a 0.1 moles per liter solution of HCl. Now, every time you are given a volume and a concentration, all you need to do is usually they're going to give you the volume in milliliters. You transform this volume to liters and then you multiply, because you're going to be multiplying dm cubed by dm to the minus 3. 10 milliliters divided by 1,000 is going to be equal to 1 over 100, which is the same thing as 0.01, which is the same thing as 10 to the negative 2 liters. And then you just multiply it by the concentration, which is 0.1 is 10 to the negative 1 moles per liter. I can put the dm cube in the denominator if my exponent is negative, like so. So liter crosses out with liter, and then I have my resulting unit in the desired unit, right? Always check for that. Do math with the units. Seriously.
Do math with the units.
10 to the negative 2 times 10 to the negative 1. You have to add, when you're multiplying powers of 10, you have to add the exponent. So that's equal to 10 to the negative 3 moles of HCl.
B.
6.02 times 10 to the 24 molecules of HCl. So this is where you use my technique. Forget about that stupid triangle you memorized. Use the technique called talking to yourself.
Hear me out.
Allow me to demonstrate. Stay with me. Write down what you have. So in this case, we have 6.02 times 10 to the 24. I'm going to abbreviate molecules to molec of HCl. Now, I don't want my answer in molecules. I want my answer in moles. So put up a time signal. Put the unit that you don't want in the denominator, molec of HCl. That unit is going to cross out. And we do have a constant, right? 1 mole is always, like it said here, 6.02 times 10 to the 23 molecules for every molecule, for every atom. So mathematically, you have the unit that you want, which is moles of HCl. And all you have to do is divide 6.02 times 10 to the 24 by 6.02 times 10 to the 23. You cross out the 6.02 is the same number. 10 to the 24 divided by 10 to the 23. According to the property of exponents, when you're dividing powers of 10, you have to subtract the exponents. So that is going to be equal to 10 to the power of 24 minus 23 is 1, or also known as 10 moles of HCl.
C.
0.365 grams of HCl. Use the same technique. Do you want grams of HCl?
No.
So times, put grams of HCl in the denominator, put moles of HCl here. Go to your data booklet and check out the molar mass. We're going to approximate it to 36.5. 36.5 grams, it's in the denominator, moles on the top. So every 1 mole, 36.5 grams. Of course, you can flip this fraction depending on your needs, right? But now grams of HCl is going to cancel out with grams of HCl, and I'm going to be left with my real unit. Now 36.5 and 0.365. If I advance this dot 2 places, I'm going to have 36.5 times 10 to the negative 2 divided by 36.5. And that is going to give me 10 to the negative 2 moles of HCl. Great. So A is winning.
D.
2.27 liters of HCl at standard and temperature and pressure conditions. You got 2.27 liters. Do you want your final result to be in liters?
No.
Multiply it, put liters in the denominator. You want your unit to be in mole of HCl. Now for every ideal gas, 1 mole is 22.7. If I advance this 1 place to make it 22.7, I'm going to cross out liters with liters. 22.7 times 10 to the negative 1 divided by 22.7. I'm going to cross out the number and I'm going to be left with 10 to the negative 1 moles of HCl. So the winner is alternative A. The fewest amount of moles is alternative A, where you have 10 to the negative 3 moles of HCl.
Alternative A.
Now, for more questions like this, please follow my social media at Mr. Diego Tutoring on Instagram and TikTok, and please subscribe to my YouTube channel at Crushing Chemistry. If you want want some private tutoring, DM me on Instagram and we can schedule a tutoring session from all over the world, independent of where you are. Stay safe. See you next time. Bye-bye.